Welcome to a new video. For today's video, I decided why not break out the mic and see what is inside my camera bag as a beginner photographer. Now, I've been doing photography for around, give or take, a year. Now, I started doing photography on my actual phone that I'm using for this recording. I have an S24 Ultra. But around, I'd say January or February, I got my first DSLR camera, which is the Rebel T6, as you'll see here in a second. And ever since that point, I've been doing actual, real, I consider all photography real photography, but I've been doing more like nature photography and going out and learning about actually how to use a manual camera. So we'll talk a little bit more about that and we'll see what's inside the bag. So to start things off, the first item that I have is actually my tripod. Now, this is a pretty big tripod that I already have set up. We're about to be using this for the next part of the video. I got this for free because I had a bunch of rewards, but this was from Amazon. I did get it myself, and it's a very nice beginner tripod. Nothing too fancy. I do have a phone mount in there right now, but I have used this for some pretty okay photography for astrology, some astrology stuff. I think that's called astrophotography, something like that. But yeah, that's what I've used it for. I do plan on using this more whenever I actually set my camera up to do stuff, and whenever I go live, I can put my phone here as the webcam and stuff until I actually get a good webcam. But yeah, that is the first item on my beginner list of beginner photography items. So starting things off, we actually have my actual camera bag. Now, before we begin, you probably are going to see my cat bouncing around the room. She's insane. I'm sure I will acknowledge her from time to time whenever she does that. But here is my camera bag. I actually got this as a birthday gift. It was my most recent birthday in April, and it is a very nice, clean camera bag. It is pretty lightweight, small, and it's perfect for my minimalist design of things for me being a beginner. Starting with the side pocket, we actually have some things for my phone mics. We have the box that the phone mics came in. We have the actual mic itself. We have another one, or I have another one that is on my dresser right now, and it came with 2 extra heads for the mic, and then of course the cable that is used for actually charging it. Now, you are going to see me fiddle with this a lot. This is the stylus for my phone, so I can do remote recording. So just keep that in mind. You're going to see me reach down, click this a lot. So that's what that is. Looking at the next part of the bag, we have this little zipper right here. Inside of here, we have a charging cable. And we have a bag. Now, I'm going to actually keep this bag out for the next thing that you're going to see. Well, one of the next things. And that's everything that's in here. This is a USB-C. So I have, I think I have 2 USB-Cs in here. This is the second one. This is for something, again, that goes with this bag that you will see here in 1 second. Starting off with the first thing in the main compartment, you see we have a few things. We have my camera, my lens, my gimbal, and this is a cleaning kit for my camera. So getting the first thing out of here, we'll get the actual gimbal. This I got for a gift as well. I don't know, I'm pretty sure this was from it was either an anniversary or it was Christmas. But it is a very nice gimbal. This is a DJI Osmo 4, I believe. It is dead, but this is what it would look like. It is for my phone, so you put my phone in it, and then it can rotate around, it can stabilize, and it has user controls right here, so you can easily control it. There's a trigger for also easily controlling it. It is dead. It might turn on. No, it's completely dead. So I can't actually show you it in action, but I am very glad to have this because I can easily use my phone to record some really nice footage in the future for stuff. Let me find the button. I always miss the button. So the next thing is actually this camera cleaning kit. I got this as a gift alongside the bag and the strap for my camera. I'm not going to open this, but there's basically just a lot of equipment that's used for safely cleaning a lens and an actual camera body. So there is that as well. The next thing is actually my camera, the main event of this whole video. So this is my Rebel T6. I actually got this from a pawn shop, and when I purchased it, it came with 3 batteries and a battery charger. There was already a SIM card in it, which had some stuff that I took out of it, but it does, the camera itself is pretty clean. I need to actually clean it in here soon, so I might in the future do a video with that. But yeah, that is the camera, and it is, for what it's worth, very, very good. I wanted something that was very beginner and very like out of date to today's standards, so that way I could actually, learn the basics using outdated tech and not have to rely so much on like all this new technology that's going to probably make things a lot easier. And finally, we have the kit lens and a lens cover that came with it as well. This is the EFS 18 to 55 millimeter. I don't know if you can see that, but yep, I got that with it, and I have been using this for really up close shots of nature and flowers and stuff. I want to get a 75 to 300 millimeter. That way I could actually do some wildlife photography, because that's what I mainly want to focus on. The last compartment of this bag, I had the tripod attachment that goes on the gimbal, and this actually opens up. You're going to see my cat here in a second probably. This opens up to allow the gimbal to stand on it, so it would be like this, and then this would be on it like that. And then it also has this, which is a holder that you can extend and put around your phone, and then this is a magnet that sticks on this like that. Now obviously that's not exactly lined up, but you get the gist of that. And then finally we have the bag that this whole kit comes in, so you can, if you want to just take that out, you can put this and everything else that goes with it in that. But yeah, that is everything in my camera bag. So that was everything in my camera bag. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am very new to photography still, and I have a lot to learn, but I will show a few photos on screen right now as I speak. These are just a few of my favorite photos that I've gotten so far. If you would like to see a more POV style shooting in the future, feel free to let me know, and I will gladly be posting that. I try to do photography at least, once a day, if not a little bit less than maybe like couple times a week. But yeah, next thing I need to do is post a 3D printing video, show off some of my 3D prints and show off my 3D printer and some of the settings I have on my computer. So if you'd like to see that as well, make sure to drop a follow, like, comment, subscribe, the whole gist. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you all have an amazing day, and yeah, later.